In 3, 2, 1. Don't get scared now. Halloween time, 2013. With that, here's Dr. Joel Saylor.
Boo.
Did I scare you?
It's the typical time here that I make my plea so that my life is not miserable anywhere during the week of Halloween or the day after. And so basically there's a lot of things. There's a lot of candy running around. There's a lot of snacks running around. There's a lot of idiots running around. So all these things pose risks for your pet. So first off, I always do the Black Cat Society has asked me to make public service announcements to please put them all indoors during this time frame because people are stupid and they tend to do stupid things to black cats. So if you do have one of those black cats and they're kind of indoor, outdoor cat, just keep them indoors for this week, okay, the whole week, okay? Because I found that stupidity has no bounds. So keep them in for the full week. Also, too, remember if you've got a dog, and remember dogs work on the honor system, so if you leave candy out, they're on it. Okay, and so just because you've put it on the counter doesn't mean that they're going to say, oh, that's right, that's theirs, I'm not going to touch that. No, they're going to find a way to get up there. And so make sure you keep those products away. Now, the eternal question that I get at all party gatherings, so what's the deal with chocolate?
Well,
okay.
What's the deal with chocolate?
You know, and it never fails at whatever gathering I'm at. Oh, so you're so what's the deal with chocolate? It's delicious. Okay. No, chocolate has a compound, a chemical in it called theobromine. Okay, it's a stimulant. It's like souped up caffeine. So it's kind of like giving your dog a Red Bull and caffeine tablet. Okay, and so obviously it's dose dependent. The smaller the dog, the more it's going to hit them. Now, that having been said, the worst stuff is the stuff we don't get on Halloween. It's the baker's chocolate, the stuff you can buy from the grocery store that you're going to bake fudge or cookies with. Yeah. That's the worst stuff because one little square of that really has tons of it. But when you get down to the milk chocolate, it's very little. So what you're going to see is kind of a hyper dog, just like you're going to see, many people are going to see hyper children on Thursday and Friday, okay? So it's the same kind of thing, but it's not as bad. The biggest scenario is if they load up on a lot of chocolate, you're probably going to see GI disturbances. So in general, you shouldn't really have a huge panic, okay, with the chocolate. I'm also, again, I'm sure that there will be some sugar-free stuff comes out here and there. And if you're, so the sugar-free products, the one problem that we have is xylitol. And xylitol is very toxic to dogs, and it doesn't take very much. A third of a stick of the little small sticks of xylitol gum can kill the average 20-pound dog or less. Okay, and it can do it within an hour. So you got to be really careful about those. And I'm more concerned right now about that than I am chocolate. But the big thing is keeping them indoors. The one thing I do want to mention real quick is for the first time this year, we're going to encourage people to bring their pets in costume on Halloween, which is Thursday this year. Bring them in costume, and we will have some kind of treat for the doggy trick-or-treaters, okay? And so if you got a costume for your pet, bring them by on Thursday. We'll have some little goodie there for them and get some pictures and put them up on the Facebook and web page. And also to remember, the day after Halloween, there's still lots of chocolate, so don't let your guard down because, like I said, the kids will leave the bag sitting by the sofa and the dogs will be all over it.
All right. Next week, we're going to be talking about food recalls, and we'll be back right after this message.